Hello fellow surfers, welcome to Flavour Tasters, the food and beverage review channel on all things relating to food, beverage, health, yada da 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 da. Hey, anyway, so we're going to be doing a review on this thumbnail. Anyway, so the price of this is £1. So personally, I'm going to say that I think the price is spot on. Now the pasties aren't massive. I'm going to try and hold it into place with my fingers like this. They're little parcels. I mean, you know, they're about the size of the palm, slightly smaller than my hand. As you can see there, again, they don't cook perfectly, but this time it's looking worse on camera because of the light, the studio light. However, it's still again not perfectly cooked. It's a little bit dark on the edges, but it's not as bad. It's a little bit like a golden brown. This again is kind of tanned. It's not actually as white as it looks on the actual screen. Now I'm going to cut it in half, and this is quite a decent amount. Now it's for some reason bit easy. Okay, maybe hold it like this. So as you can probably see, it's a decent packing of beans and cheese, yeah. And obviously, let's get the other one. It's a little bit it was slightly over 20 minutes in the oven, by the way. Not bad. I don't have sauce other than my chili one, which I'll use later, just for me to eat. But straight off, the aroma, buttery pastry, slight hint of beans. The cheese is more pronounced on the notes, the notes that you're picking up, more so than the actual beans. Personally, it's lightly there, but it's going to be hot, so I've got to blow on it because it's steaming. I'm not sure if you can pick that up on the. Let's actually try and get into the darkness or something. So tastes similar to a Greg's, however, it tastes a little bit more like a richer cheese, but with a bit of a tomatoey taste coming out, like the almost sharpness of a tomato in the sauce coming out as well from the beans. Now you get 4 of these, so 4 of them for £1. That's 25 pence per package, and again, you could have this and be satisfied for a lot of the day. You could have another one for tea. You know, if you're scrimping by with money, and you just try to get to your next payday, you're short on cash, you could easily have a few of these, and you know, for let's say £10, you could easily have 40 days with this. Actually, let's do the mathematics, because for some reason that doesn't sound. No, that's right. £1 times £1 times 4, that would be 40 if I'm not mistaken. You wouldn't obviously want to have this every day. If my mathematics is wrong, tell me in the chat. But yeah, if you get 4 and you buy 10 times 4, that would be 40 packs. again, you won't want to be having this every single day. But if you were in this like awkward position where you wanted to do this, you might want to buy like 20, then use £5 on veg on a on occasion. Mix it up, but you wouldn't want to have this every day for a month. But if you were struggling, you have your own place, you can cook it, you might want to do that. So the flavours, it's got nice as well, as you can see, nice crispy pastry to it. Let's have a little bit again. Pastry's lovely, actually well cooked. The flavour of the cheese and the beans, very nice. Now I think this will come down to kind of how you like your pasties. If you like it a little bit more floppy, a little bit more not as firm, like this is firm, crunchy, pastry, kind of like Greg's. Greg's, when they cook it, aren't necessarily always firm like this. I guess if they overcooked it, it would be a bit firmer, but generally they're a little bit softer, and you could easily fold them, and wherefore this would snap if you try to. So it depends to a degree how you would kind of go with it. Me personally, I like the kind of pie, like hard, crusty pastry, and I think it goes well texture wise. The flavours, beautiful, sweet. Personally, I've got to say, in relations, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of beans in it, but it might just be because I've only ate a little bit. But it's not like there's not a lot of it. Like there's not a lot, but it's not like too less, if I should say that. It's not necessarily the perfect amount. Very, very minimal difference between where it's at compared to the average that you would be happy with. But it is cheap. So again, you're getting well enough out of this for the price. So surprisingly, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. And the reason for it is because the price is spot on. Now granted, you could argue you're getting, like, if you put two, and you kind of sew them or put like a little bit of edible glue, like something that wedged it together, you're getting generally two decent pasties essentially. Now you're getting 4 small ones, which means it's good for portion. But if you were to be genuine, if you were to go to Greg's, 2 of these would be about the size of one. So you're getting 2 for £1 essentially, if you're going off how long pasty should be. The flavours are there. There's no real difference, in my opinion, to this. Actually, I would say there's a slight difference. Very, very minimalistic. I would say the slight difference is it's a tiny, tiny little bit sharper. There's a tiny sharpness to the flavour of the cheese. I think probably different cheeses that's used possibly, but it's very minimalistic. But other than that, the flavours are there, and again you could argue because of the firmness, the pastry's a little bit different to the soft pastry. You go get a little bit of a different flavour to the types of pastry. If it's firm or if it's softer, you probably go get more of the actual filling overpowering with the Greg's style than you would with this, because you're going to get like a different consistency texture wise. But pretty much there, I don't really see major differences other than the fact that it's a little bit harder, a little bit more, I wouldn't say a bittery, but a little bit of a sharpness to the food. So yeah, I've got to give it a 10 because portion wise, essentially 2 pasties, even though it says 4 in that size. For that size, technically it's 2 if you're going by the same size, for £1. Definitely worth getting if you're short on cash. Even if you're not short on cash, I mean, it's a decent eat. If you had like millions of pounds, I mean, still this would be decent on the palate. It's not like some kind of gourmet, like perfect, but for everything you're getting, it does what the package is essentially showing. You know, it's doing its job. So with that, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. Perfect, tastes amazing, great price. Keep it at this price. If you give it more, if you were to say maybe it's £1.50, it might be a 9 out of 10. I think the price to still be perfect would be £1. Maybe it's £1.20. Anything over £1.20, it would just knock it from a 10 because it's not then perfect pricing. But yeah, I'm going to finish that off. But to me personally, just perfect the way it is. If you agree with this, let me know in the comment section below. If you disagree, also tell me in the comment section below. If my mathematics was wrong, let me know in the comments below. Not only that, however, if you have a review channel, you've reviewed this, I would love to see your videos. You can go to the Discord link in the chat and just go into the Discord, in the description. Go to the Discord link and then post the link. Watch this video. Here's a link to mine. Come check it out. And I'll do that because you're allowed to self-promote on the Discord. Obviously, you can't do it on YouTube. Self-promote your content because sometimes it hides the comments if there's links or something in. However, you can kind of get a little bit cheeky with your comments and say, I agree or disagree, and here's why, and like a comment, and then it ends it, and check out my video, or maybe, check out my channel. I've done a review on this as well. If you're commenting from the actual channel that you've done a review on, just say, come check out my review. It's called this, because I'll go to that channel anyway. All you have to do is it's called this, yeah, and I'll check it out. So with that said, subscribe, hit the notification bell, select all notifications, strike the like, share the content, and all of the good stuff. Leave your views and opinions down in the comment section below, and tell me if I'm wrong. Do you think that was a little bit too much of a score? I don't personally think so, but you can correct me. I'll catch you later. Peace. I'm out.